What is going on, everyone? It's Brody back again with another tennis topic, and today's tennis topic is going to be my review of the Adidas CYBERSONIC. Now, the Adidas CYBERSONIC, when I first heard about this shoe, it was only a prototype and still in development. It wasn't confirmed, it wasn't denied, it was just kind of like an idea floating out there. But here it is, I finally got my hands on a pair, and in today's review, I'm going to explain what it does, why it does, and how it came to be. So, with the Adidas CYBERSONIC, the main thing that Adidas was looking to do was just essentially combine the Barricade and the Ubersonic. And in my opinion, they did a pretty good job. The CYBERSONIC here, it has a lot of cushioning to it. Whether that be in the heel, whether that be in the forefoot, this shoe is comfortable. I found it that after playing with it for at least 6 to 10 hours, breaking it in, my feet did not hurt at all. That cushion, that padding is still there, still going strong, and everything else that Adidas has known with that Barricade line. Now, here in the back, the heel does not go up as high as the Barricades. That never really bothered me because it really did help to lock my ankle into place. Whereas some of the other shoes, if you go too low, you can feel like that they're loose or unstable. CYBERSONIC doesn't have that problem. Now, I will say with the CYBERSONIC, to help lock my foot into place, I did have to put my shoelace into that final hole. This one is an extra, and then this one back here, you get even tighter. So I did have to go up to that second hole on both of the shoes to really lock my feet into place. But once I did, there was no sliding around in those. I also found it was pretty interesting that this shoe, I was able to wear my normal size to it, because sometimes Adidas, at least for me, from what I found, you can either go normal size or you have to go like half a size down because either the shoe's too wide, the shoe's too long, or anything else. So I was pleasantly surprised that I found this in my exact size and I didn't have to change anything. Now, the one thing I will say about this with the Ubersonic aspect to it, this shoe, very breathable up top. A lot of mesh, a lot of good just like breathability in it because there's a lot of different holes throughout the mesh. It doesn't compromise the integrity or the structure of the shoe. It just allows for good breathability, good playability, and even though these are black, I had them out in the sun and my feet did not sweat that much at all. Most people, if you have a black shoe, they won't even go near it because they're like, that's gonna be way too hot. This shoe, pretty good, pretty good. Now, the one thing I will say about the CYBERSONIC that I found to be a very good comparison is that Sole Court Boost shoe. That really big one that was out a few years ago. They kind of gone away and got rid of it now, but it was the shoe that they had Stefano Tsitsipas wearing, they had Felix Auger-Aliassime wearing, and just a few more on the tour. But I felt that this shoe is pretty similar to that one, and I liked it. This one definitely is not as wide as that shoe. However, it does still have a lot of the same cushioning to it and that same just level of play to it. The one thing I will say is that if you notice here on the outsole, this part right here, it does go up. So right where it is in that middle part of your foot where your arch is, sometimes it does go up. So if you have a little bit more of a flat foot, this shoe may not be the best, but if you have a medium arch like I do, this shoe fit really well for me. Now, we'll go on to the court and you'll see what's going on actually with it on my feet.
So here we are on court with the Adidas CYBERSONIC. So as you can see, this time we are outside. Yes, I am wearing 2 different colored shirts. It was very cold out and I did not want to wear a sweatshirt. But on the other side of the court, my opponent is my cousin. We're just out there hitting to have some fun. We finally were able to get outside, so of course we had to take advantage of it. Now, as you can see with the CYBERSONIC, a lot of the times I am moving around both laterally, upwards towards the net, and my foot did not slip in this shoe almost at all. The only time I ever felt my foot slightly move was when I was sometimes running far to the side and came to an extreme stop. But other than that, I never really felt my foot slip. This shoe is extremely comfortable on court, even after hours of play. This is not my first time out in this shoe because I've been wearing this shoe for, like I've said, about at least 6 to 10 hours of play. And going forward, it still has that barricade level of comfort whilst not feeling extremely heavy like the barricades or the original Sole Court Boost like I've worn before. So the CYBERSONIC is a great shoe that can go all around any way you want to play with it. You just have to really know and try it on for yourself. I will say that on court, while the midsole and where my arch was, it did sometimes feel like it was a little bit unstable in terms of like I could feel that the shoe wanted to go left or right depending on whether or not I was walking correctly. That's maybe on me, but I want to know what you're thinking about as well. So if you've played with this shoe, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about it. And unfortunately right there, that was probably the last point I believe my cousin and I said. I shanked that volley all the way out. And yeah, I'm coming back to the camera now. So let's get ready to head on back and with finishing thoughts.
So we're back from the court, and with that being said, that's been my review of the Adidas CYBERSONIC. If you got any value from this video, leave a like on it. Comment down below if you've worn this shoe or if you've tried it out. What do you think about it? What do people around you think about it if they've tried it out? I personally like it, and I was very surprised that I did. Just like when I first tried the Sole Court Boost, I was like, huh. I did not think this was going to work for me, but hey, you never know until you put it on your foot. So with that being said, like I mentioned, leave a like on the video. Comment down below if you've used this shoe or anything else. Subscribe to the channel so we can get the information from the people who have it to the people who need it. I saw a lot of tennis misinformation going around in the tennis community, so I took it upon myself to start this YouTube channel, and that's why we're here. So with that being said, take care.